Everybody talks about football, baseball, basketball as the power sports. But it's nice to have a little power in bowling as well. So let's talk about how we can best insert some power into your approach. And we're going to do that in the early part, steps 1 and 2. We talked about how we're going to push this ball out level at first and then it arcs. But at this moment, we don't want both hands to come down at once. There's 2 problems here. 1, you're square at the line, that's not so bad, but you're plumbed in your arms. So there's no torque there. The second thing is you're holding a pretty heavy bowling ball and you need some counterbalance as if you were carrying luggage through an airport. So what I want you to do is when you get that ball out in front of you, you're fully extended, I want one hand to leave the other. The bowling ball hand leaves the other suspended. Now I don't want you to go through your whole approach with that hand left out in front of you. That would kind of feel a little dumb. But I do want one hand to leave the other and then forget about it. Then your counterbalance arm will find its own equilibrium. It's going to provide you with the balance that you need throughout the approach. But here's the key to this. When one hand leaves the other, it puts me in this position. It's like the X factor in golf. The upper body is torqued in one direction while the lower body is torqued in the other. That tension is where your power is coming from. Now, as you approach the line, I don't want you to take the bowling ball and pull as to get speed, which is power. Velocity is power, right? But I don't want you to pull your bowling arm toward the pins. In fact, if you pull anything, I'd like for you to pull your counterbalance arm. I mean, think of Chris Barnes and Amuleto Monticelli, Pete Weber. They do a great job of getting this arc really wide and powerful. Now, let's see how this works in a full approach. I start accessing this power early on in the approach. As soon as I get that ball weight over into the bowling arm, I get fully extended. That's to widen the arc, get a good wingspan. That's where the hand separation starts, right there as I deliver the ball weight from my non-bowling arm to my bowling arm. And then notice, I'm going to let this ball free fall from the top of the backswing. As soon as it passes that right leg, that's where I'm going to accelerate. That's what's going to give the revs. Man, that felt great. And you thought bowling wasn't a power sport? Think again.